At the beginning of this story, we are shown Julian and her husband Cal, who are both on a beach by the sea in Vietnam. Actually, they have come here to spend their holidays, and the hotel in which they are staying is almost built right over the water at the edge of the sea. A few months earlier, Julian had a miscarriage, because of which she is very disturbed. Her husband Cal takes great care of her. Both of them go out to drive into the sea, where Cal gets injured on his foot. At this moment, it is shown that when Julian sees blood, she remembers her past, when her miscarriage happened. But again, Cal calms her down and brings her back. Now, when Julian is talking at her home, the news shows that a huge storm is about to come in the sea. But they do not pay much attention to this, and when Cal and Julian are sleeping at night, sea waves start hitting their house. At first, they take it lightly because such things often happen there. But soon, the sea waves completely engulf their wooden bungalow. Their house is now floating in the water, and they see that there are some rocks near the shore. Julian wants to go there, but Cal refuses. He says that in this storm, they should stay inside. After some time, they both fall asleep, and when Julian wakes up in the morning, she sees that there is water all around. Both of them are stuck in the middle of the sea. Julian gets very angry at Cal, because she had told him that they should have gone to the rocks on the seashore, but Cal stopped her, and now they are in the middle of the sea, so far that no one could see them. The wooden house they are in is slowly getting damaged. They must find a way to get out soon. Cal's leg wound is very deep, so he cannot swim. They have no food to eat and no water to drink. Cal tells Julian that she will have to go down below. Maybe there are things to eat or drink there. Although Julian is afraid of the water, she still dives in and brings up a bag in which there is water. She gives that water to Cal to drink. Cal tells Julian not to worry. He is sure that someone will come looking for them. They try to use sunlight through a bottle to create smoke by lighting a fire so that someone might see it and rescue them. But they fail. After this, they both lie down there, and then they hear a helicopter. Julian sees a helicopter in the sky, but it is very far away, so the people in it cannot see them. The helicopter goes away right in front of Julian's eyes, although she is shouting and screaming, but they cannot hear her voice. After some time, Julian sees that a ship is very far away. She waves her hands trying to signal it, but because of the distance, the ship's people cannot see her. Cal wakes up too, and again tries to make a fire with the bottle. This time he succeeds. Smoke starts rising, but before the ship's people can see it, the ship has already gone far away. Both of them lose hope again, but their troubles do not end here. The fire they lit to make smoke now spreads all over the house. The fire becomes so strong that they have to jump down from the house. Both of them jump into the sea, and right before their eyes, their entire house, which was their only shelter, burns down. Now in front of them are some wooden pieces, and with their help, they start floating. But Cal's wound is bleeding, and because of the smell of blood, sharks start coming toward them. Cal says that they must quickly get onto some big wooden plank. There's one large piece of wood in front of them, and before the sharks can attack, both of them climb onto it. Just then, the creatures reach them, but they're not sharks, they're dolphins. Seeing them, both laugh because they thought they were sharks. Now, both lie hopelessly on the plank. Julian says that all this happened because of her. If she hadn't had the miscarriage, she wouldn't have gone into depression, and they would never have come to Vietnam for a vacation. Cal tells Julian that it is not her fault at all. They will definitely survive and live life again. Talking like this, they both fall asleep. When Julian wakes up, she sees that her wooden plank has drifted away from Cal's plank. Also, the blood from his wound has completely spread in the water. She desperately tries to reach Cal, so she jumps into the sea and swims toward him, but now sharks attack them. Cal also falls off his plank. Julian somehow climbs onto a plank and tries to pull Cal up, but by then the sharks have attacked many times. Julian somehow ties pieces of wood together, and dragging the big wooden plank on which she herself is, along with her husband hanging below it, she moves away from the sharks. Julian is now extremely exhausted, so she falls asleep. Her husband is still unconscious. When Julian wakes up, she sees that she is on the seashore. Her husband, Cal, is still unconscious. She tries to wake him, but soon she realizes that he is dead. This completely breaks her. A while ago, she had lost her baby, and today she has lost her husband, for whom she blames herself, because it was at her request that Cal brought her to this island to pull her out of depression. She screams loudly and collapses unconscious there. In the morning, when she regains consciousness, she sees that Cal's body is no longer there. The strong waves have washed him back into the sea, where there are big sharks. Then Julian sees Cal's body again. She is not in her senses, so she starts moving toward the sea to save him, and just then a shark attacks her leg, injuring it badly. Julian comes back to her senses and crawls back to the shore. She sees dust rising all around. Then she notices a rock. With great difficulty, she climbs that rock, and when she reaches the top, she sees a man sleeping in a small round boat. He has come there to catch fish. She feels a glimmer of hope. She quickly goes to that man and tries to explain that her husband is dead and she is trapped on this island. But he is Vietnamese and does not understand English. Julian tries hard to make him understand that she needs help. She also shows him her wounded leg, after which he stitches her wound. That man has come there to catch fish, so he goes underwater to set his trap, and while he is below the water, a shark attacks him. Julian realizes this and calls out to him, but there is no trace of him. After a few moments, he comes up. The shark has injured him badly. Julian jumps into the water to save him and bring him back onto the boat, but now the sharks attack both of them. Julian somehow climbs back onto the boat, but the sharks kill the man, leaving Julian completely alone once again. Julian is thinking what to do next when the sharks attack her again. She finds a blade on the boat and attacks the shark with it, making it swim away. But the shark does not give up easily. It starts chasing Julian's boat and jumps high, flipping the boat into the water. Now Julian is under the overturned boat. She knows the sharks will come again to attack her, so she ties the boat's anchor rope around her legs. The shark has no idea where she is now, and when it comes up from below to attack her, the anchor pierces through the shark, killing it there. Julian then unties the anchor rope and lets it sink, and the dead shark sinks deep into the water. She lies on the boat, looking up at the sky. She knows that nearby there must be land where people live. Then, the same Vietnamese man's boat, floating with the waves, reaches a place where she sees some fishermen on the shore. She has now come out of the danger zone into a safe zone. From far away, the fishermen see Julian and realize someone is on the boat who needs help. Julian looks up at the sky and breathes a sigh of relief. Although she is deeply saddened by losing her husband, Cal, she knows she can never bring him back. With this scene, this story comes to an end. Which movie story do you want to hear next? Tell me in the comments below, because I read your comments, and thank you very much for your lovely comments.